What's up, Austin?
What's up, Baluda? I mean, we've been friends for a while, but I guess we've never actually really talked about, like, I mean, I know that you're from Lebanon slash UK slash France slash wherever you are from.
Bunch of places.
A bunch of places. But I guess I've never, like, really known you before this time in residency.
Yeah.
So it'd be curious for me, actually, honestly, to know more about, like, how you ended up getting into medicine in the first place. I mean, you have so many different interests and things, but, like, why medicine? Like,
Yeah.
how did we end up here? How did I get here?
Yeah. Why medicine? I think I always thought medicine was cool.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all it is. It was cool.
That's all I had. Okay, so here's my take on why I chose medicine. So I had a biology teacher in high school.
She was attractive.
It was a guy.
That was a guy. He could be attractive
He
too.
was, I mean,
He's not attractive.
it was a good guy. So I applied to this new high school. I had to take an admission exam, and I got accepted to the high school. I moved a lot when I was growing up, so I applied to a new high school, and I got in. And on the first day, the biology teacher walks in, and he was a tall dude with a very deep voice, and he walks in very serious and goes like, "Alameddin, where's Alameddin? Where's Alameddin?" And I was kind of scared, and it was a small class. It was only 5 of us. So I'm like, here I am. He's like, excellent. You did very good. You did very good on your entrance exam.
Yeah.
And he was just so proud of me of how well I did on my entrance exam that I felt really, I liked his class.
Yeah.
It was always fun.
Yeah.
He was a really good teacher. And
so your favorite, like, subject was, like, biology? Then?
Yes, it was my favorite subject.
Yeah.
It was my favorite subject. And then I always liked doing things with my hands. Growing up, I always kind of just liked opening shit up and messing with it. Like every time I got a toy, I would like get a screwdriver, open it up.
I mean, you still do that.
I still do that all the time. I would just mess with it. Sometimes I wouldn't know how to put it back together. And then why plastic surgery? I think
it's the coolest of the cool.
It's definitely to me the coolest. It was also the only specialty that kind of fulfilled my artistic side, where I grew up playing the piano, and plastic surgery is the only specialty that involves your taste and almost like art in medicine.
That's true.
So I think those 3 things are pretty much what drew me to medicine, to plastic surgery. What about you?
I don't know. I think medicine, as stereotypical as it is, I think very young, I think all Asian parents like want, not all, but like the majority are like, oh, being a doctor is like a good thing. I think my parents weren't necessarily like, you have to be a doctor or anything, but they always mentioned it's like, oh, it'd be like nice, right, to like have a doctor in the family. But I don't think that was a main driving factor. I think it was what like put it on the radar first. The first thing I wanted to do when I was a kid was become a truck driver, and my parents thought I was stupid. They were like, man, we've raised like this dumb kid who's like never going to amount to anything. I'm serious. That's like what they thought of me until like probably high school. But then medicine, I think, just became more interesting, partly because it's like, oh, parents have said it's like a good career. I'm like, oh, interesting. 2 is like, I think I did decently well in school, similar to like biology and these subjects. And then you like think it's like, oh, what can I do that is like a good career, right? That's interesting, but also like follow these subjects. And I think medicine was just high up on that list. And then you add on, I mean, I think everybody who like goes into medicine has a component of like doing it because they want to like take care of people or like have some role in like helping others. And I think that's just like part of the field. It's like, oh, it makes you like feel good too. You have like all these components that add up together. It's like, oh, I think that'd be an interesting field to go into. Funnily enough, biology was not my favorite subject, though. It was actually probably English. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I actually didn't think about this too much until, like, I became older. I think when I was younger, I mean, stereotypically, this time is true, is that, like, Asian kids are, like, good at math and, like, science. And so I was, like, good at these, but I don't think I, like, liked them as much as I liked English and, like, writing and reading and doing all these things. So a little bit of difference, I think, in that. But yeah, that's kind of like, I guess, like my like foray into medicine and this field. In terms of like surgery and plastics, honestly, plastics was just because one, I partly went into medicine for surgery, since I thought that was probably the most interesting thing, where you could do things with your hands as well. You can fix things directly and see like a result. I think plastics just played into that the most, where you can like operate head to toe. Still probably like the one surgical field where you really do like operate, right? Like that's like our goal, our job is to operate versus other things, I think.